7 leading Italian scientists have been sentenced to 6 years in prison for failing to predict an earthquake, which means, from a legal perspective, if the world doesn't end this December, those Mayans are So despite the fact that pretty much every expert in the world agrees you can't predict an earthquake, these scientists will now go to prison for failing to predict an earthquake. On the charge of grievous bodily, you gotta blame someone. And so Italy is locking the experts up, just like in Ghostbusters. And when the mayor locked up the Ghostbusters in Ghostbusters, all of a sudden there were ghosts everywhere, and the only ones who could bust them were in prison. So in Italy, they've locked up the scientists, and pretty soon there'll be ghosts everywhere, and the only ones who can bust the earthquakes are the Ghostbusters. And I guess my point is, don't make a third one without Bill Murray. And so this decision changes things in one of two ways. Either scientists are going to freak out about being charged with manslaughter and never again issue warnings about anything, or they're going to freak out about being charged with negligence and never stop warning us about everything. Reporting now from each of those two possible futures are Clark and Mark. Oh yeah, I forgot about climate change. What about 50 years into the future? Hey, how are things, guys?
Terrible! I'm just scared to leave my house!
Why?
Well, no one tells us anything. I have no idea what will happen.
Scientists tell us it could be anything. I have every possible idea about what could happen.
And what's today's forecast?
I have no idea, Tom. There could be a meteor shower, an earthquake, there's a chance of a tidal wave, and there's talk of a 47th ice age.
A 47th ice age? When's the next one?
Oh no, you weren't supposed to know about the future. This could change everything!
Mark? Clark? When's the next ice age? Why don't we lock all those scientists up in prison? I gotta bust them out. Not without Bill Murray.